Welcome to this morning's meditation. I invite you to get into a comfortable position in a quiet space as we prepare to focus on our breath. Breathe in deeply, taking in all the goodness and joy that God has prepared for you on this day. Exhale slowly, releasing all the tension you are holding in your body. Breathe in deeply, setting your intentions for the day and beginning with gratitude. Exhale slowly, releasing all the worries and doubts. Again, breathing deeply. Exhale slowly. As you breathe, allow your body to relax, letting each muscle release whatever tension it may be holding. Each breath should create that deep sinking feeling. And if thoughts should arise, that's okay. Allow them to settle by focusing again on your breath. John 10:27 says, "My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me." Let these words guide you as you seek to hear God's voice amidst the noise and chaos of the world. Listen intently to the still small voice of God within you, speaking words of love, wisdom, and guidance. Learn to trust in the divine presence that surrounds you, and know that God is always near, ready to speak to your heart when you quiet your mind and listen. Many times God is speaking, but the noise and distractions drown out the voice of God. Spend time in this moment of peace to practice stillness in order to hear God's voice. God wants to provide guidance. God wants to provide revelation. God wants to reveal more of God's self. Visualize yourself in the peace and stillness of the water. Listening to God's voice. And practicing being in the moment. You are open and receptive to hearing God's voice in your heart and soul. You will trust that God's guidance is always available to you. When you quiet your mind and listen, you will be attuned to the wisdom and love that God speaks to you, believing that God's voice is a source of comfort, clarity, and peace in your life. You will be patient and attentive, allowing space for God's voice to be heard amidst the noise of the world. Surrender your fears and doubts to God, knowing that God's voice brings reassurance and guidance. Today you will affirm your faith in God's presence, leading you on the path of truth and righteousness. You will align with God's will and purpose for your life, seeking God's voice in all decisions and all actions. You will listen with an open heart and mind, ready to receive God's messages of love and grace. As you are guided by the still small voice of God within you, leading you towards peace and fulfillment. Be intentional about releasing distractions and negative thoughts, creating space for God's voice to resonate within you. Allow yourself to be grateful for God's guidance and inspiration that God provides for you every day. Affirm your connection to God's infinite wisdom and love, knowing that God's voice guides you towards the highest good. Know that God has made you worthy of receiving God's messages of hope, strength, and encouragement. a few more deep breaths, feeling a sense of clarity and connection with God's voice. When you are ready, slowly open your eyes and return to the present moment, carrying with you a renewed sense of peace and awareness of God's presence in your life. Go throughout this day, continuing to seek God's voice amidst the noise of the world, finding solace and guidance in the quiet moments of stillness and reflection. And know that as you go throughout your day, nothing will happen to you today that you and God cannot handle together. Go forth in peace and blessings on your day.